Welcome back to Tiger Driver 9 X.
Okay.
You done?
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready to go?
Speeding, rolling, take 3.
I wasn't going to do an episode this week because J Rose out of town and Dalton's so tired. I was like, damn, I can either do an episode with X and Abdullah or not do it at all. And this is already started off. Fuck. Welcome to Tiger Driver 9X podcast, episode number 32. I am Khris. We are back this week for the first time in a minute. There's a good reason for that. I was sick. I had COVIDicus. After Chicago, somebody made me sick, you rat bastards. I don't know who did it up there. But I'm fully recovered. I can finally taste again. I can finally smell again. So you got a lot of stuff to talk about. Unfortunately, we're not really going to talk about All Out because that was a month ago. That time's passed. You know, so whatever. We missed out on it.
Y'all know what happened.
Y'all know what happened. Brian Danielson came back. It was very cool. Adam Cole was there. We are going to talk about a lot of shit tonight. We're going to talk about NXT 2.0, the latest episode of AEW Dynamite, in which Arn Anderson talked about blowing somebody's brains out, as well as my new favorite reality TV show, Roads to the fucking Top, baby. Oh my God. What a time. Before we get into that, this week coming up is the first ever New York Comic Con panel for Tiger Driver 9X. Wow, what a big thing. We got WIFN, Wrestling is for Niggas. The Beauty of Blackness in Professional Wrestling is a panel. I'll be joined by J Rose, Faye Jackson, Kazim, Real Life Kaz as well. Is that it? It's Seahawk, Cameron Hawkins. I forget because I hate his guts, but be hating on Sting. But we also have a booth that'll be there. We'll be selling merchandise, prints, t-shirts, all that good jazz. That's pretty much it. I feel like punk shirts are still coming in. Other stuff's getting shipped out. There's a lot of manufacturing issues and a lot of slows and delays and stuff like that. Just email me and I'll let you know what's going on with all that. Anything on your plate, Abdullah, X?
I got school. I got college, bro.
You know,
Oh,
I'm leaving my job this month, you know.
Yeah.
So I've been planning my Patreon out. That's coming soon.
Right.
Just working on videos, getting back in my skit bag, and back to TikTok.
Okay. Patreon.com/TigerDriver9X, by the way. Until you get yours figured out, Patreon.com/TigerDriver9X.com. We're gonna give away a Jushin Thunder Liger figure tomorrow, and we're gonna figure out the October giveaway as well. And yeah, pretty much it. That's pretty much all there is to talk about. In the last month or so, NXT has gone under a new revamp. New colors, new arena,
new attitude, man.
New attitude, but most importantly, some new stars. And for those listening to the audio
yes, sir.
version of that,
if you're listening to the video, the audio only, I'm wearing a great shirt that you probably saw NXT's very own Malcolm Bivens tweet out. Yeah. It says, "Horse to meet you. My name is Von Wagner. Born to shit, forced to wipe." What the dog doing?
Yes, we are very, very big members of the Wagner wagon. And when you see everyone else on this wagon, don't forget who you saw have it first. Don't forget who you saw representing the Von Wagner T on the first try. Bro, when I tell you, I'm sitting here watching NXT, and Kyle O'Reilly gets his ass jumped, and then some big ass, but I don't even know.
He got jumped in picture during another match that had nothing to do with it was for no reason.
I didn't even remember that happening. I didn't even know. And like they were like, "Oh, Kyle O'Reilly got jumped." I was like, "Damn, that sucks." So I looked away from my TV. Like 10 minutes later, William Regal was like, "Kyle O'Reilly can't compete tonight. Replacing him will be the very man that saved him, Von Wagner." I sit there, I look at my computer. No, I'm not in front of nobody. I'm just looking at my computer, and I do one of them office looks, like them looks in the office where they look at the camera, and I just look to a wall in my room, and I'm like, who the fuck is Von Wagner?
I was watching it. I think I remember this differently somehow. All I remember was like seeing William Regal like talking to somebody. I was like, "Who's this?" And it's like, "Hey, what's your name?" He's like, "Von Wagner." Me and J-Rose started losing it. Like, who the fuck is this guy? And then in the midst of our laughter, we hear main event. And I'm like, wait, stop. What did he say? And then it was like, "Okay, later tonight, Von Wagner will be in the main event." I'm like, Okay. And then the following match, they showed in the ring already my fucking guy, Dan Jarman, baby.
And why is Dan Jarman your guy? Why is Dan Jarman your guy?
Because that's a great fucking name. Coming off of Von, because like throughout the whole night, they just kept introducing super new people, like just new people.
Yeah.
So like with every name, it was getting just more and more ridiculous because they brought out Trick Williams, then
everyone all the white people on Twitter, grizzled young vets who hate fucking Trick Williams. They can't stand him. Grizzled young vets on this past week's episode of NXT were like, the fuck are these people? They were in the room with they're in the ring with like all black people pretty much, except for Zachary Wentz. Is Wentz? Is Wentz black? No, he look a little melanated sometimes, but
boy be out in the sun. Bengals game.
They're in the ring with Dez and Trick and Carmelo Hayes, and they're just talking and saying cool things that cool people that are melanated say. And Grizzly Young Vets are like, the fuck are y'all saying? What is it? Why does everyone talk like this? Why does everyone talk like clowns? Like, hey, my brother, hold on now. Hold on now, my brother. What you trying to say there?
I did feel a great difference in NXT though. It like presentation wise,
I love it.
And then the way the show, like just backstage segments, it's just like shenanigans.
Yeah,
I felt like I'm watching a TV show.
It's fucking
and not
incredible.
A wrestling show.
I love it. There's enough wrestling shows. I want more shenanigans.
Yeah, that was full of shenanigans, especially that first episode.
Yeah, that first episode was fucking shenanigan full. Shout out to my guy Joe Gacy, who is running the canceled liberal white man gimmick that everyone hates, and I think is the best gimmick ever. That I hope they keep doing.
I keep like missing his like shit. Like I'll see him, but I was working during his debut. So
you don't gotta worry about that later this month, right? You don't gotta worry about that, son.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
NXT also introduced Lash Legend. Shout out to Lash Legend. We had her special. I think it was called Lashing Out, something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, Lashing Out with Lash Legend. Where she revealed her love for Ikemen Jiro, which is, hey man, fucking fire. We also got the fact that we know that Dexter Lumis likes to wear condoms and he likes to fuck a lot.
A lot of them.
That boy had so many condoms and I didn't even know you could buy that many.
Thank you, me.
Neither did I.
You wear condoms?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm not gonna get into. So yeah, nice cutscene or not cutscene?
Cutscene. Them boy. You see your. That's what NXT is to you. You just see your car.
Yeah.
Walking backstage.
Honestly, yeah.
With Firefly playing in the background. Jim Ross.
Tony D'Angelo.
We are getting there. Nigga think his show is about his fucking car. Jim Ross gonna come up and ask you if you want to go on a European tour. You want to go to Insurrection, son?
I'd do it.
I always go to Insurrection, yeah. Fuck yeah.
Huh?
Why did you say that like an NPC? That boy said it like he's in Skyrim and somebody sneaking around.
Just bumped into him.
Huh? What are you doing here? Oh my God. But of course, besides Von Wagner, NXT also introduced an incredible new character, an incredible new man by the name of Tony D'Angelo. His man has an Uncle Paulie. He is essentially, he is in the waste management business, I believe. And he's from Chicago, which I didn't even really know there was that many mobs in Chicago, but fuck it, bro. You know, whatever. We have essentially reached 2002, where mobsters are back. This boy is almost a part of the FBI, full-blood Italians in a sense. I mean, the new Sopranos movie's coming out. This is fucking perfect. Everyone loves this guy, and we don't even know what he wrestles like. We don't even know anything about him.
He's gonna be fire. I already know.
I hope so. I think he's like a collegiate athlete. I don't know. We also had Braun Breaker, who is essentially everything about Scott Steiner and Rick Steiner fuses to one person that they try to pretend like it's not him. It's actually pretty crazy every week.
That boy good. I like that guy.
You close your eyes and it just sounds like Scott.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
And they're just
like I wasn't familiar with him before that, so
nobody was.
Oh, okay. I thought he was like people knew him.
No, they just know his dad and Scott Steiner. They're like, fuck yeah, I love Scott Steiner.
Okay.
So how you feel about the new NXT?
I like it again because I really was not fucking with NXT for a minute.
Yeah, I
And,
didn't
like,
watch any of it.
It's more because like the crowd I wasn't fucking with, and then I just didn't have the time to watch it. So it would just be like, is it worth watching? Probably not. Catch a take over here and there.
That boy, he just mad because it kept booing MSK.
Okay, but like, why are you booing MSK? And they're like, oh,
Still
they
booing
earned it.
MSK.
They got the titles quick. Yes, they didn't earn the titles. They did. They literally won the tournament to get a title shot. They earned.
Oh God.
I don't remember that, but you know what?
Man.
You're the biggest MSK fan here, bro. You got it. Abdullah, how you feel about the new NXT?
You know, I fuck with it. I really, in all honesty, just am completely bored by wrestling. But this shit, you know, some shenanigans, some
It's
tomfoolery.
very fun
I
to
fuck
watch.
with it, bro. Especially the fact that I can like sit down with someone and watch it and laugh and enjoy it in a way that it's just like, you know, this shit is funny and this shit is entertaining. I fuck with it. So,
I think
I'm a fan.
it's besides SmackDown, it's probably the best WWE show they got, which isn't really saying a lot. But
They be saying fuck on there and just censoring it. Like, that's wild to me. Cause like, you know, you get your bitches, your dams, and shits in there. But now they're going fuck. Yeah, we here.
we're here. We're back. This
This
is real wrestling. So Vince McMahon knows what he's doing.
We in this bitch.
They didn't want to admit it. They don't want to admit it. They don't want to know the truth. But Vince McMahon know what he's doing, son. That's all there is to that.
Mm-hmm.
I love the new NXT. I think it's tight. I look forward to it. Like usually during NXT, like 8 p.m., I just go to the gym. Now I gotta be like, nah, I gotta sit this shit down. I gotta see what my man Von Wagner's doing. Gotta see what Tony D'Angelo's doing. The new cast of characters. Tian Shaw's still popping. You know, I mean, Tommaso Ciampa's still champion, but whatever. You know, some stuff they do. You know, everything can't be perfect around here. But
Speaking of things not being perfect, so like,
Mr. Sad.
has the logo how has the logo grown on you a little bit?
No,
How
it
you
hasn't.
feel?
I said this since the day one. That is an ugly ass logo. Everyone thought for some reason that I hate this company and I wanted to burn and perish. I just thought the logo was just not good. It wasn't, and I was right. Every time the logo is on TV, they can't fit the whole thing because it's
You see the profile picture.
the
on
profile
Twitter? They have
picture
to
is
turn
fucking
it.
tilted. As I'm like, and everyone's like, actually, you're wrong. You don't know how to share. I'm like, bro, that's just literally.
Who does this?
Yeah, even if I didn't do it, like I still how shit would work. Like, what do you mean? Fucking
Do
ridiculous.
you like the match card graphics though? Like not like the graphics they were showing throughout the night.
I like
I was kind of fucking with it.
I like the colors. I feel like it's a little still too cartoony, you know.
Yeah.
But I like the colors and the splashes. I just wouldn't combine
Like the
them.
Kids' Choice Awards.
Yeah. If it was like Kids' Choice Awards or some shit like that, and I think it could be fire. But like, it feels more like a kid show than Saturday Morning Slam did. You know.
It feels like a teen show. Like some teen Nick type shit. That's what I feel.
I think honestly, I think this show would be kind of fire on Nickelodeon. Like it would be kind of fire on Teen Nick.
It kind of just feels like it already.
I think you need to get a show like this on Teen Nick so kids can start liking wrestling. Honestly, fuck it. Does Teen Nick even exist anymore?
I don't know.
I don't even know. Oh, fuck it. I love Tuesday nights. They've made it a lot of fun. I just don't want Tommaso Ciampa to exist as that champion anymore. But you know, everything else is fucking heater. Everything else is fucking icy. I love that show.
I had too much fun watching that show. I was like, damn, I like check Twitter. Everybody's kind of showing like, damn, y'all ain't fuck with that.
Yeah, everyone's like, this is the worst show ever. I'm like, what do you mean? This shit is fucking awesome. This is the greatest.
People just take it too seriously, man.
Yeah. This past weekend was also Extreme Rules, which I
you know,
Wait, what? y'all are lying to me right now.
Yeah, Extreme
Extreme
damn,
Rules just happened?
You ain't know what happened at the end of Extreme Rules?
What the fuck happened?
Hey, Khris, you want to tell them how the Extreme Rules ended? Well, let's preface. Extreme Rules, Abdullah, believe it or not, wasn't as extreme as advertised.
No.
Now, I didn't see the whole show, but I timeline quite often and see a match end and a disqualification on Extreme Rules.
Yeah. Also, Charlotte ripped up the doll. She ripped up Alexa Bliss's doll.
What?
Yeah, Charlotte took Alexa Bliss's doll and ripped it. And Alexa Bliss started crying, and she went up to the stage and tried to put a thing in her mouth so she could foam and look like a rabbit.
Whoa.
She put a pill in her mouth so she could look like she was a rabid dog crying and screaming about this doll, but it wouldn't properly foam up, so it just
She had
looked
a
like
wad in her mouth. She had cotton mouth.
it looked like she had cotton just hanging out of her mouth, and it was just bad. Yeah, I actually don't remember anything else about this show, but the ending.
We can talk about that. Well, let's not get the main. Let's not get the ending first. So, Abdullah, the main event. I ain't see the whole shebang.
I did. It was a great match. It was an incredible match.
Roman pulled out a kendo stick. Demon Finn's like, all right, pulls out 4 of them wrapped with little red black tape. Kind of cool, you know?
Fire, yeah.
At one point, this may be out of order. At one point, they're brawling through the crowd. Roman puts on the mask.
Fire.
That shit was fire as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So they brawl through the crowd.
Which people on Twitter are like, makes him look weak. I'm like, my nigga, this nigga had leukemia, bro. Like, are you dumb?
Are
you stupid? Like he's immunocompromised. Like these, I don't understand where these people exist and where they come from.
Come on now. But I know at one point the Usos get involved. I don't know where that came from. But let's get to the meat and potatoes. So there was a table set up ringside. There's the announce table. Shit's going down. Demon Finn going crazy. Just, hitting the wombo combo on the Usos. And then, he's clearing house. Boom. He rolls up to the timekeeper area. Booga Roman. Spear him through the motherfucking barricade, Now they both doing the double down and shit. And Finn, for listening to the audio only, I'm going to demonstrate what happened by laying in my bed. And Finn was selling this way. His theme starts to play, the heartbeat, and he starts doing one of these. So he just, and then pops up. He pops up,
This I've seen.
And he starts going nuts, resurrected. They're like, oh my God, Finn Balor's resurrected. He starts going crazy, hits a fucking amazing shotgun drop kick to Roman, and he goes through the table, but like the table's hot dog style. So he like just it's some madness, Everybody.
How do you hot dog style a table?
Yeah. What the?
So table. When you're at the table, it's this way, but he's standing at the head of the table. So that's the hot dog.
Right.
Style.
He is Roman Reigns.
So
he's at the head of the table, yeah.
Right. So he, boom. So Abdullah, you with me? You still with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
While this is happening, we have the red Fiend lighting, by the way, and his music is playing throughout this whole shit.
On some New Jack shit, yeah.
Yeah, he's beating ass to his theme song. Roman, gets rolled into the ring. Finn Balor gets on the ropes. They are just losing it. It's the people doing the open arm thing. They like 2 minutes into the song at this point. He's going for the coup de grace. Ropes just break and the lights come on. Music stop.
What?
Nigga just hit a fucking record scratch.
He just falls off the ropes, gets speared, and that is the finish.
What?
Yeah.
How do you feel about hearing all of that we just threw at you at one go?
I'd rather watch the NXT show I put on the screen.
Oh my God. We did just do a mock draft as the draft is coming up tonight or tomorrow, depending, or just happened, depending on when you listen to this. And it did get it just got out of hand. I don't even.
If you are someone who's looking for a mock draft to get a nice little feel for the draft coming up, you want to get predictions, you want to see where everybody's heads at, don't watch this one. This is not the one you want to watch.
This is the one you want to listen.
If you want to watch some tomfoolery and shenanigans ensue with the draft,
get out of here.
Come on over.
No tomfoolery over here. Just business. Straight business.
So yeah, that was Extreme Rules. I didn't watch the whole shebang, obviously.
I don't remember much from it. Like besides that,
it didn't sound memorable. Sasha Banks came back. That was a disqualification.
Yeah, she looked amazing. Her gear was fucking crazy. It's super cool. Lashley and Big E, I think, had a match. It was a lot of matches, and I was really wanting shenanigans, but then the shenanigans they gave me,
they gave it to you.
were not the shenanigans I wanted.
They gave you uppercase shenanigans. You got it.
They spelled that shit with a CH, bro. This is not the shenanigans that I wanted from the show.
Shenanigans on the charcuterie board?
Oh fuck. Yeah. So that was Extreme Rules. I was just, I'm still in shock at the fact that even happened. I was so confused and concerned as to why they thought that was a good idea and why they would do that. Cause like
it makes no sense.
Here's the thing, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. I would do something like that. And I mean this to make me look as good as possible. In my mind, I'd be like, yo, you gotta really think about not enough bad. Let me make sure I don't sound like a psychopath. In life, a lot of bad shit happens. Yeah, you be walking down the street, a bird shit on your head, You feel me? A bird.
Have you ever gotten? When's the last time you get? Well, no, keep going.
No, go ahead. No, I want to hear it.
I've gotten shit on by a bird before, and their shit was really cold.
Bro, it's so cold. It's so cold.
I'm starting to believe the streets is. I don't know about them birds, man.
Birds ain't real, dog. Birds are not real. I've been trying to tell you.
Streets, bro.
Bro, nigga, I had a 7-Eleven Slurpee. I had a bad day at school, bro. I was 15, 16. I had a bad day. I was like, fuck it. I just want the 7-Eleven Slurpee, dog. I just want the 7-Eleven Slurpee. I went to 7-Eleven, bro. I had this shit. I had it. For those listening to the audio version of the podcast, I had my hand on top of the.
Oh no!
On top of the shit like this,
clawing it.
Yeah, clawing it with the straw coming through my index and middle finger.
You were that shit was busting,
bro. I didn't even really get to taste it. I'm like a half a block down. When I tell you I walking underneath a tree, a bird shits and it hits my fingers and goes into the slushy. Do that tiny ass circle.
No.
I threw that motherfucker around. I threw that shit so fast. I was like, because here's the thing. They practice, bro. They practice. They are snipers. Why would you? They aim.
Bro, no. And when I was in Ohio, a bird like booped me on the nose.
Yeah, bro.
And like, they are crazy.
I think birds be up there like, yo, watch this.
They like flap the wing a little bit.
Yeah. Watch this. I don't even know how we got here.
Well, I don't know either.
Oh yeah, you know how in life.
What the human doing shirts.
What the human doing? Hey, what the bird doing? Oh my god. I was talking about how in life, sometimes a bird will shit on your chest. Like, that shit just happens, bro. Like, sometimes you trip off the ground. Sometimes shit breaks. In wrestling, none of that shit happens. Like remember when Dean Ambrose, what?
You're sick guy. You nasty motherfucker. You're so conditioned to saying shit on your chest. You say a bird shit on your chest. What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong? But anyways, Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, all right, whatever. That one time Dean Ambrose was like in a cage match or something and tried to, like, I don't even know if it was a cage match. He just got the monitor and tried to hit somebody with it.
When it blew up.
It blew up in his face?
Yeah, that was the Jericho feud, wasn't it?
Maybe, I don't remember. People hated that, but I'm like, realistically, my nigga.
That shit was cool as fuck.
If you try to unplug something like that, that shit might happen. There are just some things that might happen. I would do some dumb shit like that, but I wouldn't do it after I don't know. Like sometimes you gotta have a ring break. You gotta have an accident happen. I feel like it's creative.
I mean, yeah.
You feel me? It's a creative thing, but also it's like, damn, bro,
It was Bray Wyatt also. It was the Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, it was Bray Wyatt. Yeah.
Not Jericho.
I say, why would you do that? Like, I don't know, man. I still can't believe that they did that. My whole thing was like, this boy gets laid out, his music starts playing, and they say on commentary, they're like, "That's his heartbeat. The music is his heartbeat." I'm like, no, it's not. That's an MP4 file. That's an MP3 file. Like, what are you doing?
Come on. Nah.
They
couldn't. Now, here's the thing that really irritated me. When you do this spot, why don't you have the heartbeat separate from this? Like, why are you just playing the whole song through the shit? But like,
why don't he know that when his heartbeat? There were times where he missed it.
Yeah, it was like, and then he just started doing it. Like, okay. Are you? He just
and the lights go red, and they're like, "That's his heartbeat." I'm like, Undertaker did not. Undertaker didn't need that shit, bro. Every time he sat up, the lights didn't come down, and then the fucking Graveyard Symphony didn't come on.
They didn't even explain it like that on commentary. You know why? Because wrestling fans are dumber than what they used to be.
Yeah, sure.
So they have to explain everything. Like, hey, the demon's heartbeat is playing. That heartbeat you hear, that's his heartbeat. He is there. They just have to just. I think that's why I really don't like watching WWE, because it feels like they just try to dumb it down to me so much. Like, bro, you don't gotta.
I get it.
Who do you think I am? You know, like I may be dumb, but I'm not stupid.
Fuck yeah, that was how the show ended. Roman Reigns spears him, and then Roman Reigns starts pointing up at God. So
I missed
he just like starts pointing up at God. I don't know if he's doing the "We the Ones" taunt, but he was pointing up and looking. So I guess God did that shit.
Thank you, Chef.
God just said God did not like the demon. Once again, the war between the demon and God rages on. And that's a tale as old as time, son. Shit happens. I thought their match was fire. I really liked it, and then that shit happened.
They were going crazy.
Yeah. The thing about these shows is I don't remember anything else that happens from them. Really.
That's how I felt with SummerSlam. I was like staring at my TV for like 2 hours and did not register anything that happened.
Yeah.
I felt like I was just brainwashed.
I can't even like. Oh, Jeff Hardy and Damien. Jeff Hardy was cool, and Damien Priest and Sheamus, they had a heat of a match.
I missed that match.
But like, I feel like that happens on Raw. It's just like, ugh. Even thinking about it right now makes my fucking head hurt. Oh, Sheamus he went on the top rope and did the Jeff Hardy taunt. He was like, that shit was fire. That was really funny. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Raw happened, and I didn't really pay attention to it, but
Raw was more extreme than fucking.
It was. They had a steel cage match.
Raw was kind of going crazy from like what I was seeing, like that opening. That shows heat. Like Biggie and Bob, and then like the apron spear to the outside, and then when he get up, you see the Hurt Business back. The New Day come out. It was a little thing.
That show is black as fuck. That is a black show.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Shout out to them. Twitter loved it. I loved it too.
I see what they're doing.
I think so too.
I know. You know what I know.
Listen,
we're on the same page.
If I was them, when everyone's like, because you're not beating AEW in the entertainment department to me personally, but everybody else is complaining is y'all don't use women and y'all don't use enough people of color. WWE be like, take it, take all of it, take it. That show was so black, and then they were like, here's Karrion Kross versus Jackson Riker. Yeah, we also had AEW Dynamite from Rochester this week. It was a very special episode dedicated to the life of Brody Lee, and it was a great. I really like. I feel like it went really fast. Like I was like, damn, this feels like an hour long.
Like AEW in general just goes by fast every time.
Yeah, and part of the reason why it went by fast is because I could only think about one thing the entire time. And I'll get into that. Before I get into that, I want to talk about AEW Grand Slam because I was there. Went there. Shout out to the people that got me tickets for AEW Grand Slam. Sat really close. Fucking insane show. Insane how many people were there. It was packed. 20,000 people. Little Uzi Vert sat in front of me. And he was a little stinger. He loved Ruby Riott. He was just fucking enjoying the show, which is crazy. I walked up to him to try to get a picture after I saw somebody else get a picture. And he wasn't looking my way, but his security guard noticed me, and his security guard just looked at me and said, I turned my ass right back around, bro. I didn't even attempt it. It was just a fun show. It was super long, but it didn't feel that long.
Yeah.
Homicide came out. That shit made me happy. I was fucking screaming. I was screaming for joy. Yeah, it was a fun show. Brian Danielson. It's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a minute to get used to it. I tweeted something out with Dan Bryan. Niggas like, hey, who the fuck is Daniel Bryan? I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Who the fuck is that guy?
That arena looked beautiful. Like the stadium looked gorgeous.
I did watch some of it on TV. It looked really cool.
It still looked cool as fuck on TV.
All the AEW stuff looks cool because they have different lighting and their lighting changes a lot. Like looking up from when they had the steel cage match at All Out, like looking up at the cage, like everything was fucking gorgeous. And I don't think there's really that bad of an arena, a seat in that arena, because like everything is layered.
It's like steep, it's like a bowl.
And they had a lot of screens and stuff like that. But it was a fun show. I really liked it. It was super tight. Now back to this week's episode of AEW. This episode was in Rochester, New York, which is where I went to college at, and it was at the Blue Cross Arena, which is a pain in the ass. That place is cold, bro. Rochester's fucking freezing cold.
Like just climate wise?
Yeah. It's a cold place.
I haven't been in like years.
Oh yeah, I remember your mom went to this like connect to Rochester.
She's from Rochester.
Yeah, you were like, she's like, oh yeah, she's in my mom's in New York there. And I was like, oh shit, where bro your mom's from? He's like, oh, she's from Rochester. I was like, shut the fuck up.
Well, I don't know what y'all be doing around there.
We don't be doing that. We don't be doing that. It's like if somebody said they from Detroit, but they're really from another part of Michigan, you know?
Man, it happens all the fucking time.
And you don't like it, bro. It's just different. It's just not. We had a match between Adam Cole and Jungle Boy, which is just two young studs going up against each other. It was fire. I thought that was a pay-per-view worthy match. Yeah, bro. The fucking Hurricane Run to the outside. That last shot. I thought that match was sick. Really enjoyable. We also had Tony Khan said the Dark Order has to get it together, and the Dark Order has been having a lot of issues. Tony Khan says, I don't give a fuck. You're going to get your shit together and team up with Orange Cassidy, and they took on the HFO. Player Uno and Stu Grayson, I should say, are annoyed at each other, are annoyed with the other half of the team. They start to leave. -1, and then his mom come out.
Like motherfucking papers at him.
Bro, he threw that papers at him like Brody, and Amanda's like, y'all better get the fuck back in there. They hit their wombo combo when
they started going. Like that last like 5 minutes, they were just whooping ass.
Those Dark Order combos are crazy. They got it all down packed, bro. They know everything. Them shits are insane. But it was a really sweet moment. Everyone's in there together, and just like it was a nice sweet show. And it was heartwarming. It was heartwarming. I also had Anna Jay and Ty Conti, or Ty J, I think their name is now.
Yeah.
Go up against the Bunny, and the worst part of the show is that CM Punk said Penelope Ford.
I didn't know he said that.
So if you don't know, Booker T at one point was talking about AEW talent, I believe, and he's like one of the first early shows they're reviewing. I don't know who he's talking about with her, but maybe it's Joey Janela.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know,
because he couldn't tell them apart or something.
He couldn't tell them apart. It's Penelope Ford and some guy, and he's like, and with him was Penelope Ford. Penelope Ford. I don't know which one Penelope is, and to this day, I refuse to believe this motherfucker has never heard the name Penelope. It makes me mad. It makes me mad, angry, upset beyond belief. This nigga said Penelope Ford, bro. What? What do you mean, Penelope Ford? Like, how do you?
That was like smooth, like no hesitation.
He said it so confidently, bro. He said it so confidently. Penelope Ford, man. Oh my god. Yeah. We also had a match between Sammy Guevara and Mira for the TNT champ. Sammy, this is my moment of time.
You missing the
I'm gonna do other segments. Oh, I'm just going through the matches. The wrestling don't matter to us. We're not here for the wrestling. This match, I liked it a lot. I didn't want Miro to lose, but shit happens. TNT Championship is very special for Elite. It's a hometown. I get why they did it. Miro tries to take off the corner turnbuckle pad, knocks himself out from it. Then Sammy hits the GTH, the go to hell, which is a little inverted go to sleep. Then he hits a nasty 630 senton, and then fucking wins the belt. It's a beautiful moment. Everyone's excited.
Then he hit the tornado joint too.
He did. He had Fuego's tornado DDT, yeah, which everyone on the crowd popped for, which is fucking gnarly. We'll get into it after, but in the first commercial break of Rhodes to the Top, it's revealed that Bobby Fish apparently was sending tweets to Sammy Guevara. I didn't see them shits.
I don't know what the fuck that happened.
But next week on Dynamite, it's gonna be Sammy Guevara versus Bobby Fish for the TNT title, which is pretty cool. Now that all that wrestler shit's out the way, let's get into
real quick. Miro tweeted that me and my God are gonna have a talk.
Me and my God are gonna have to talk. I don't know if you saw when Kanye,
fucking hilarious.
When Donda came out, and like one of Kanye's like workers was late, and Kanye was like, "I don't care, go find God." Like, there's two of the same things right there. Go find God, come back to me. So after the Adam Cole and Jungle Boy match, Bryan Danielson comes out because the Elite are talking shit, and Bryan Danielson is like, "Hey, Kenny Omega, I want another shot at the belt." I forget what Kenny Omega says. That's the funniest shit ever. I forgot it. It was so funny. He made
a reference, didn't he?
Yeah, it was a
reference.
This is why we need to do these shows after one today. But it was fucking hilarious. And Bryan Danielson.
Tip of my tongue. I feel like it was from like a TV show or some shit.
It pretty much was. He just said something in a really high pitched voice. But Bryan Danielson's like, "Hey man, I want my rematch unless you don't have any balls." And then the whole crowd starts chanting "Kenny No Balls" like it's the fucking Rock in 1999.
Kenny No Balls. No balls. No balls. No balls.
Start calling him Kenny No Balls, bro.
This isn't even this isn't even the last time they talked about balls on this episode of AEW.
They talk about balls more?
About balls. 2 more segments about balls.
All right.
Later in the night.
The ball watcher over here.
I only know this because I tweeted Balls Elite Wrestling. That's
oh my God. Okay. I don't remember all that ball talk, but you got it. If you say so. Yeah. So Kenny No Balls. I'm sure that will be going on for weeks to come. Shout out to him. We had a match between Cody Rhodes and Lee Johnson against Dante Martin and Matt Sydal. This is just a cool another match. You know, Dante Martin be doing wild shit. Matt Sydal is great. Lee Johnson is fucking great too. And Cody Rhodes gets this big entrance, and Lee Johnson comes out from the side with Arn and everybody. It's very funny. Match happens. Lee Johnson gets the pin. I think he does like some kind of. I really don't know what to call it. It's like one of those neck breakers that Adam Cole would do. But it's
Wait, what movie are you talking about? Like
the finish that he did. Yeah.
Oh.
For the people in the audio, for people in the audio version of the podcast, X essentially just did what every person does when they try to seem like a wrestler, and you can't even. That's not even a move. He is literally just doing a bicep pose, and then
I'm hooking the leg.
Yeah, he's hooking the leg. It was sick.
The RKO
and the super play.
Yeah, it's like It was cool. Take more for it. It was cool. I don't really know what the proper term for it was, and the announcers didn't either. They're just like, "Oh, wow, that move." Lee Johnson. I went on Lee Johnson's Pro Wrestling Wikia page to see what the move is called. It is empty. He has nothing on his Pro Wrestling Wiki page. Not even a summary of who he is, where he trained. It just has Lee Johnson. Don't even got his age, bro. Like, it's just a picture of him. And he's been on enough Dynamites and everything for him to have something. After the match, Tony Schiavone comes out, talks to Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is about to talk, starts to call it out. Malachi Black. Arn Anderson says, "Shut the fuck up. Give me this fucking microphone." And Arn Anderson cuts what may be the greatest promo in AEW history. Honestly, only second behind when Jake the Snake Roberts says, "You never turn your back to a man that you're afraid of," and then he just turns his back to Cody Rhodes.
And then Cody Rhodes joint with the my daughter's black.
Nope.
That was a good one.
Nope. That was Cody
Top 3
Rhodes talks to Cody Rhodes. He says, "A man drinks your doping. It says, out of the car, I'm taking your car. You say, you can take it. Just don't hurt me." Arn Anderson says, "You know what I do? I pull out the Glock, put it to his forehead, and spill his brains all on the concrete. I'm Arn Anderson, and all that implies, and I'll be damned if I'm going to coach a loser. Come on, Lee. At least you listen to me." And him and Lee dip. And Cody Rhodes is just like, what the fuck just happened, bro? Arn Anderson on national TV admitted that if somebody even walks up to him in his car, he's going to spill their brains out on the floor with no hesitation. This nigga is a murderer, dog.
I know what Kenny Omega said. He was like, I looked it up. He was just going on a tangent, and he goes, "That's cool."
That's that's exactly.
Because it was bothering me.
Oh.
It was really bothering me. Like, what the fuck
I thought this nigga was about to have a funny joke about Arn or something. You know what you said. I just did the Arn Anderson promo. You said, "That's cool." Anyway.
Twitter definitely got their jokes off.
Oh, bro.
The open mic night all
the Arn Anderson jokes on Twitter, that man is more relevant than he's ever been just for saying he killed a man. It's actually not even funny. Like he has a t-shirt where his the R in his name is a Sopranos gun. Arn Anderson has capitalized off of this shit. There's also a match between Eddie Kingston, Jon Moxley, and Darby Allin against Bear Country and Anthony Green. The real thing that happened in this match is that Sting was leading the charge with all the boys, and he tried to hop the guardrail, but he couldn't. So he's like, "I'm too old for this." Just pulls the guardrail out and leaves. And it was a cool match. It was really short, but this deal had a good time. The last thing I'm gonna talk about is this promo, which everyone loved, and I gotta be real and talk the truth. MJF comes out, talks about how he deserves to be the AEW World Champion. There are 4 pillars of AEW, and he's one of them. The other 3 are Sammy Guevara, Darby Allin, and Jungle Boy.
Yeah,
which I thought was crazy that Adam Page was not in that, but I guess they're just like, shut the fuck up, forget about that nigga for a bit.
Because did he ever beat Adam Page?
I don't know.
Because that was the pillar thing he was doing. He was like, beat him, and then he like hurried past Darby.
Yeah, he's like, and Darby Allin, whatever, no matter about him. And then of course,
whatever.
Yeah, of course, Darby Allin comes out and says, "Hey man, you never beat me yet." MJF says some wild shit. I don't remember what he gets to. And essentially, the whole point is MJF says, "You want to know why you don't drink? Everyone knows why you don't drink, right? You're a big old straight edge guy. The reason you don't drink is because when you were younger, you got into a car accident with your uncle. Yeah. Well, that's right. And guess what, Darby? Your uncle died. Wow." And as soon as I heard this line, I was like, here we go. Here we go. I was like, it's not even. I was like, he's gonna say, "I wish it was you instead." On some Brie and Nikki, "I wish you had died in the womb" type shit. He goes, "You know what was really sad is that it wasn't you that died, instead of your uncle." And everyone was like, "Oh my God." I'm like, this is not. What do y'all get surprised by? What do you?
I just react to have fun along with the show, but then I'll be like, it's like, oh,
it was like maybe 2 weeks ago. When he's talking to Brian Pillman Jr. and he's talking to Brian Pillman. He's like, "Brian," and I'm like, "Yeah, he's gonna go down. He's gonna look at it." Like,
okay, that one popped me legitimately.
I knew it was gonna happen. He's gonna say, "Yeah, your dad's in hell." It's not. Randy Orton did it 16 years ago.
Oh.
He did it better. That one was fire. That was on SmackDown. He said, "Eddie's not in heaven, Ray. Eddie's in hell." You pushing them limits back then. This is not. Listen, man, y'all can like MJF all you want to.
He just says the stuff you see on Twitter.
Bro, if I could cut the promos MJF cut, let me do that. Let me do this. It's not even. It's like, oh my God, bro. It's the weakest shit ever. It's just like, let me see the worst thing I can say about somebody that isn't actually bad. You want to actually cut a real crazy promo? Talk about this nigga being a weirdo. How about that? How about you do that, bro? Like, you want to know why you ain't world champion yet, Darby? Because his company can't trust you because you're a fucking weirdo. How about do that? You, like, stop being a pussy and talking about his dead uncle. Do some real shit, dog. Like, oh my god.
MJF taking notes. Listen to this one.
Yeah, write that down. Write that down. Write that down. Oh man. Well, AEW went off the air, and boy, oh boy, did I say, wow, man, I wish there was another hour of this incredible programming. And TNT said, don't worry, I got you. And we were privy.
That's the picture with the umbrella. Get your ass up.
Oh, God. TNT said, get your ass up, I got you. And we were privy to the premiere episode of Rhodes to the Top, the TNT show that follows Cody and Brandy Rhodes' life as AEW's EVP. I'm trying
Take your time, Pastor.
trying to think of my words carefully here.
It's the moment where everybody just starts clapping just to woo you on. When I get choked up.
I don't really like reality TV that much. You know, I know this is weird coming from a guy that watches Flavor of Love.
What is going on?
You could have kept. Don't worry about me, bro. Don't worry about me.
For the audio listener, if you got the audio version only, we start talking about Rose to the Top. I look up at the camera. This man X goes off screen, just hides his head, and takes a hit of something, and you just see all this smoke coming back.
Man, come on.
He said, "We're gonna talk about Rose to the Top. I need a little something to get through this.
Need a road to the top."
You damn right. You damn right.
I'm gonna be on the roads to get some top.
What? What did you say?
So we opened up the show with a nice the theme song, and you know, you're not a fan of reality TV.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I do like some of it, like some of the game show aspects. You know, talking about Flavor of Love, you know, stuff like that. This right here, I'm not usually the biggest fan of. I like Total Divas. I like, you know, Soda Bella's a little bit less cool for me because they take away a lot of the entertaining people. I like Ms. and Mrs. to an extent. You know, I'm like, I can see the entertainment value in it. I watched this show. The first 5 minutes of the show, you would think that Brandy Rhodes is a wrestling legend. I actually can't believe how they do this. It's actually insane. They have enough clips and enough nice words that make it seem like she's the most knowledgeable, professional, like, and no disrespect to her. You would think she's a 40-time women's champion on this show, bro. You would think she's the most important in-ring asset to AEW from this show in the women's division. And then right after it, they do the same thing with Cody Rhodes. It's actually insane. This show makes you're supposed to like them. You're supposed to care about them, but you don't. I actually like them less, I feel like, watching this show. John Moxley's in there. He talks about having a hangover and they cut to him drinking. And I could just think, wow, I wish this was just the Moxley and Renee show.
That would have been entertaining.
That would have been good.
That's the stuff. See her like at GCW, watching him just get fucked
up. That's the good shit right there, you know? The thing about this show is that they treat wrestling like it's fake, which all these shows do, but they do it worse. Like, they're talking about what a promo is, and like, I'm just like, shut up. Like, let me have my fun. Like, they're like, promos and the wrestlers on a microphone. Like, no, I don't know. And they show them rehearsing the promos and all this stuff. I'm like, this is not.
It did not look like I watched like the first 10-15 minutes of it. The only thing I remember was just like Cody being a fucking horny fuck? Like he
Cody-
just
Cody-
making,
Cody's like,
I've seen your vagina, yeah.
That's not even on this episode. That's just a preview. Cody he just keeps saying, I've seen your vagina. I want to fuck you. Remember when I fucked you? He just keeps pointing at her pregnant stomach. Remember when I fucked you that time? I did that.
That's me. That's me
I
right
did
there.
that. I'm like, oh my God, bro. I got
It feels like AEW propaganda.
no, it feels like Cody Rhodes propaganda.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes propaganda.
It feels like, and everything that was cool about this show was everybody else. Like they had Ricky Starks in there. That was awesome. Jay Cargill was awesome. All this other shit was cool. But then it's like these guys are the most important people. They ignore. They're like Cody Rhodes is the hardest job ever. He has to wrestle and also be an EVP. So does every EVP on the show. Like the Young Bucks are that too. Like what do you mean?
They're doing crazier shit than Cody.
Yeah, Young Bucks, Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega's the world champion, bro. Like that's not a big deal. Brady's talking about how I need to get back into wrestling. Please don't. No offense.
I want to win the title.
She's talking about wanting to win the title, and then she's talking in the same sentence is talking about how people think her getting anything is nepotism. And then I get 20 minutes into this episode, and then I look at the TNT schedule, and I realize that this is not a 30-minute TV show. This is an hour long. This show is an hour long.
I'm gonna email TNT.
And I was like, oh my God, no way. And there's no way TNT is this strapped for programming. You know, like what you give this show an hour? What do you have? And I looked at their shows besides movies. These are all their shows: AEW Dynamite, AEW Rampage, Animal Kingdom, Claws, The Inside Story, NBA on TNT, NHL on TNT, Rose to the Top, Snowpiercer, and Titans. That's it. Titans is on HBO Max. People watch it on there. NBA, NHL is seasonal.
Damn, they don't even run like the Rizzoli and Isles reruns.
No, I don't think so. I don't see those anymore.
That's crazy.
Like that's all that's on that shit. They even on the more section of this thing, they have like 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 22 shows for a 24/7 network.
And it's probably shit we've never heard of.
Nigga, Charmed is on here, bro. Charmed is on here. I was like, there's no way, dog. There's no way that this is like.
TNT is so happy that AEW chose
They need them. Like WWE, like USA Network needs Raw. Like point blank period. Like it's crazy.
I can't even think about what comes on Raw or on USA. Except like
Law and Order.
Like Psych?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe. I don't even fucking know.
Not anymore.
Oh, they don't do like reruns or anything?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
Suits?
Just taking a guess. They're gonna say they still got Monk on there.
You know, shit.
There's a point where they show Jade Cargill slapping Red Velvet, and Red Velvet complains that Jade smacked her too hard, and Jade is like, well, she gotta learn how to deal with a bigger bitch than me, bro. I'm like, you are the realest one here, bro. And she's like, you just gotta learn how to deal with it. And they have to fucking like talk about it, and it's just like, this sucks. They have a party episode where Ricky starts talking about his neck injury, and that's cool, and it's really cool. It's really cool to see people backstage watching your shows and stuff. But the biggest thing of the episode is they talk about the promo. They talk about the Cody Rhodes promo where he talks about his little biracial daughter, and they frame it as if it is good. It is the biggest travesty I've ever seen in my life. And they actually know what they're doing, because before the show, there's like a little 1 minute, 2 minute preview of the show, of like the entire season. And they frame it as if they're talking about something, and Cody Rhodes like, I can't believe I'm getting booed. This is the worst segment of my life. And so you're like, oh, this is going to be about this promo. It's not. It's something in a future episode.
This is Cody propaganda, bruh. It's crazy.
I walked away from the show so unhappy. I never, after Wednesday nights at about 10 o'clock, I'm happy. Like, AEW was over. It's a good show. That show zapped away every bit of happiness that I am. And I was like, I want to watch it. I want to watch this every week on Patreon or something, like, you know. I don't think I could do it. Legit, when I realized that show was an hour long, 15 minutes in, I was like, I can't do this shit anymore. It was just not good.
Oh my god, that would be
An hour long, bro.
Oh no.
I don't know. I don't even remember what next week's episode is about. The fucked up thing about this, I'm actually getting a headache thinking about this show. The fucked up thing about this show is that I'm sure they're gonna do this next week as well. After the AEW win, Sammy Guevara wins the TNT title from Miro. They say on commentary, they're like, hear from Sammy Guevara and his first comments on TNT champion and who he'll face during the first commercial break for Rose to the Top. So you have to sit there, and that commercial break is not until 15 minutes. So hopefully the thought process is those first 15 minutes, great. So you'd be like, oh, I could keep watching the show. Not the case. Whatever. They're still going to get those first 15 minutes ratings in, and you're going to leave your TV on to see what the fuck is happening. And I'm sure they're going to do this next week. It's a smart move. But Jesus
I'm curious
Christ.
to see what those numbers are going to be, too.
And then honestly,
the #1 show on TNT, Rose to the Top.
The #1 non-wrestling show on TNT, probably, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, AEW's gonna be like, yeah,
reality.
There was no drama on this, by the way. The only drama is that Cody's sister tells Brandy that she can't use the Rhodes name after Dusty died, even though Brandy's like, I asked your dad and he said it was fine. And she was like, shut up. No, it's not.
I asked him.
I'm sorry, I asked your dad, Martin. When you said his name. And that's pretty much it. That was everything this week. That talking about that show and revisiting it actually made me sad. I don't even. Wow. That bumped me out and my brain's fucked. I don't even know what the fuck.
But if it makes you feel any better, you're one step closer to Von Wagner on TV than you are than Cody. So
you're damn right. You're damn right. And you know what? It's Friday night now. Only got 4 more days, so we only got 4 more. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, Roman Reigns or whatever. And we do have an episode of Rampage, which features Brian Danielson and Nick Jackson, as well as Jay Cargill versus Thunder Rosa and Nyla Rose, which is fucking crazy. Also, Jay Cargill did rock the Tiger Dry flag today. Shout out to my man Darian Bankston for making that happen. That was fucking pretty tight. It was really cool to see. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Anything you guys want to promote? Anything you guys want to talk about?
Come over to my YouTube channel if you want shenanigans. XThree with 4 E's in the name. Follow me on Twitter, Xeryus. If you want other shenanigans, uncensored tweets and whatnot. That's pretty much it for me. I don't really have much, you know. Oh wait, I'm coming back. Oh yeah, yeah.
I make cool video edits. Pay me money because you think they're cool, or to make them. Preferably not to make them. I don't want to do anything. But yeah, just send me money. That's all I need.
Okay.
Thank you.
Follow me on TikTok. I'm back over there. XThree with 4 E's. You know. That's all I got for real now.
You sit in the Vibe House?
Come on, dude.
Come on, dude.
Oh, be on the lookout for Be on the lookout. I don't know the official date yet, but very soon the unofficial, unauthorized podcast with me, Very High Life X3. It will be with me and J Rose, where we don't talk about wrestling. We talk about anything else. It's just straight up shenanigans. If you want to just throw it on to just vibe to, then that's the podcast for you. That's coming real soon. I'll keep an eye out on that.
Yeah. Anyway, like I said, next week New York Comic Con. I don't know what I hate more, that podcast or Road to the Top.
I think it's the TNA Rose to the Top one.
Actually, like I said, next week is New York Comic Con. You done?
Hold on a sec.
Motherfucker said a 2-minute, bro. I sit here. I'm at the fucking AEW Author Ad show. I look at my shit. They sent a GIF. They sent a photo. It's like Khris when he sees what me and J Rose is doing. I'm like, what the fuck? What are y'all doing, bro? What's going on? I'm sitting here enjoying my time, having a good time, getting the fucking Uber. I'm like, what did y'all do? They sit here and show me a preview of this unofficial Tiger Driver podcast. I'm like, what? Mind you, J Rose is a video for me to edit, like, or a video for me to make, and all this shit that I'm busy with doing. They're like, yo, we did this podcast for you. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I never asked for this shit. They sent me the preview clip. It's them talking about butter and margarine and comparing them to wrestling companies for 2 minutes and 20 seconds, bro.
And it makes perfect sense.
It really does.
Shut up. Shut up. Fucking hate it here, bro. Everyone be like, why don't you put these guys on the podcast? This is why. This is why, bro. Fucking butter and margarine, man.
I can't believe it's not butter.
I can't believe I haven't killed you yet. I really can't, bro.
Wow.
Next week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, New York Comic Con panel and booth. Come out. We got an exclusive drop next week as well for Comic Con weekend. Black Excellence stuff. Tired guy, Khris. We out here working. You feel me? Patreon.com says TigerDriver9X. Twitter.com says TigerDriver9X. TigerDriver9X on all platforms. You know the vibe, baby. Be sure to rate this on all your favorite Apple Podcast, Spotify, whatever. It helps us out tremendously. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.
Tiger Driver!